All right. So welcome again to Military Guna TV, people. Thank you very much for joining me. And tonight we're gonna have a fairly good enough show. Hopefully we can maybe hit the 1.5 hour mark. And I'm praying that we don't go way over that. But for this time we really want to have a good show. But I want to speak about the JFF and how the JFF approached the World Cup and also the Gold Cup. And the question is the JFF really, really, and generally serious about the Gold Cup and also the World Cup campaign? Yes, it's not the World Cup, but it's the World Cup qualifiers campaign, because these are some serious questions that need to be asked. Because if we don't ask these questions, I think it's going to be quite difficult to know if there's an answer to these questions, and it is critically important that we have an idea of what the JFF want to do. Because if you should look at how we're approaching all of these competitions, are we approaching it with the best foot forward? Are we approaching it with the best mindset? And we have to consider these things. It is really critically important that we consider how we approach these things, because football is not only played on the pitch. I know a lot of people love to say that you have to put out the best foot on the pitch, but I can tell you, football is not only played on the pitch. And I don't know who don't believe that and who disagree with that, but I can tell you football is not only played on the pitch. So it is critically important that all staff body of the footballing how should I put it now? All and everyone who is involved in a particular team should allow themselves to put their best foot forward, not only on the pitch but also off the pitch. Because as you guys know, off the pitch tends to affect on the pitch criteria quite so often, and that is where I see and I feel that we have been failing as the JFF pursue the Gold Cup campaign and also the World Cup campaign over and over and over again. We have now been out of the World Cup for 20 odd years. We have only featured in the World Cup once, in which we celebrated. And for me, I take this World Cup pretty much serious. I take this World Cup campaign really, really serious. And I see people are going to tell me that they're factualizing the Gold Cup in a different sense, in a different manner. But for me, I'm taking every competition as it comes really serious. I want us as fans to develop a winning mentality as fans, just as though we support our clubs and want all our club football team to operate in the best manner and achieve the best and the highest standard of football. I want the same for my national team. I want the same. That is the reason why I am emphasizing and putting as much pressure on to the JFF as possible, because we need the best result. We have a golden generation. We have a golden generation, once in a lifetime pool of players. Because we have a once in a lifetime pool of players, we have to act as such. We have to act as such, and it is really, really important. So people smash that like button. I really appreciate too. Thank you everyone who's in the out as early as possible. We have a few topics we want to talk about here. Big up coach for coming in. Thank you everyone for jumping in. Everyone, big up Ian as well. Blessings everyone. Yankney, big up Yankney. Mr. Tomlinson, Rushan Tomlinson, big up bro. Thank you for coming in. Neo Sovereign, thank you very much for coming in. A lot of respect. Dre Anyweather. Chelsea's back on winning ways, right? Okay, Jay. But people, we want to discuss, is the JFF really taking the football serious? And the first question that I want to ask you guys, is, do you believe that the JFF is approaching this World Cup campaign, also this Gold Cup, with the priority in them qualifying for the Gold Cup, and also with priority in them winning the Gold Cup? So tell me, what do you think about that, guys? What do you think about it? But for me, let me give you straight off the bat what I think. No, for me, the Gold Cup campaign. Let me start off with the Gold Cup campaign. That's the first thing I want to start off with. I won't waste any time. I'm going straight into facts. I'm going straight into matters. Now, for me, in a fact that the Gold Cup, we as fans, we see what other teams are doing around us. It is imperative that we look and see what's going on around us. We know that football is played on the pitch. Names on paper means nothing. Yes, we all know that. But it is the same for us. So we are looking at our players and say they are this good and how good our players are. Remember, it is the same as we're looking at other teams that names on paper doesn't mean anything. It is the same thing, which is why I think that it is critically important that we approach this Gold Cup campaign. I won't touch on the World Cup qualifiers as yet. I'm touching on the Gold Cup campaign. That we approach this Gold Cup campaign with the utmost respect. With the utmost respect, because it is crucial that we win this Gold Cup. Minimum, I mean minimum, going to the finals. That is the minimal standard that I am setting for this Gold Cup campaign. Now, the reason why I'm questioning the seriousness of the JFF is, one, contractual issues still not sorted out. That's one. The players that were in the pool that were mentioned by Mr. Rickett himself are still not in the team. That's two. And those two are critical points. Those two are really critical points. Things that we have to talk about. These are two things that we have to discuss. Let me run through some of the comments. So Jamaica is gifting Suriname the Gold Cup quarterfinals. So big up Daniel. So are you saying that we just handing the Gold Cup quarterfinals to you guys? I don't think so. I don't think we're handing the Gold Cup qualifiers quarterfinals to Suriname. I do think that we have a good squad, but we have a larger pool of players that we could have selected from. We have a good squad, but we do have a larger pool of players that we could have selected from. Not withstanding anything. Now, one thing I want to look at now, people. Squad or average squad. The average age of our squad is actually 27. Let me check. I don't want to say it lie. I'm going to check it on transfer market. I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But if we should really consider that we want to proceed into future events, not just what we're doing right now, because I think that is one of the reasons why we have been failing so for such a long time period, is because we are failing to put in place. And let me use something to back that argument. So, for example, like Mikel Antonio, right? Mikel Antonio was injured for like almost 2 months. Now, we have issues now about Mikel Antonio contract not being sorted out in the latter stages because of maybe image rights and all these type of things that have been thrown around. But the whole essence, it was not sorted out for him to be present in the friendlies. Yes, we can say that it is just the friendlies. No, that is the concept I want us as fans to get out of our head. That it is just friendlies. People, I want all of you to take it out of your head that it is just friendlies. Football like that, we will never reach anywhere. If we consistently look at football like that, we'll never reach anywhere. Every single game should be played as a final. It should be taken as a final, because winning each game is not only good for the final result, but also for the mentality of the players that you want to develop. And that is critically important as any other department. Because as you guys know, football is like 80% mental and the other 20% maybe physical. Or you could say 70% mental and the other 30 physical. Anyone who tell me anything otherwise that football is more physical than mental, they don't know football. They don't know football. If you should look at the best of the best in any footballing team or the best of the best teams, they properly put together or work out all the things that they want to do before the final hurrah, of any tournament. So for us now to be going into a friendly, we still have issues. I can clearly remember when I said that before I go into the Gold Cup, I want to see the team that we put out for the friendlies, because I believe that if we don't get the players that Mr. Ricketts mentioned, if we don't get those players that he mentioned that are sorting out their paperwork, yeah, we know, we understand a few players have issues, whatever. But that's not the entirety of the pool. The team that was listed is not the entirety of the pool. No. Let me run through some of the comments before I go any further. Dre Anyway the Sport said, how long are you staying, bro? Can we have a very interesting and entertaining show? Let's see how long we can go for. I'll be dropping the link soon, so let's see how long we can go for. Hopefully not long. Big up military. Agree with nothing but excellence. Exactly, nothing but excellence. That is the only acceptable behavior from all. Listen, first thing first, as Reggae Boy fans, we are fans. All of us are fans, right? All of us are fans. We want to see the best for the Reggae Boys. But how can we say that we want the best for the Reggae Boys when we are not thinking practically and logically? And then now we are not applying pressure onto people who pressure should be applied onto. These are the important aspects of what we want to do and how we want to approach the Gold Cup and also the World Cup qualifiers. Because at the end of the day, qualifying for the World Cup, it's the all end and build. That is the most important thing, qualifying for the World Cup. But the friendlies, the Gold Cup are important, because the friendlies and the Gold Cup will set the landmark. They will set the landmark for what we want to do going into the Gold Cup and going into the World Cup qualifiers. So it is critically important that we build a system from the friendlies. We should not wait until the Gold Cup to try work out a system to try put our best team out, because Gold Cup is a tournament that we want to win. It's just the same. If we are going to play in the World Cup, right? And we are going to have a few practice match before we play it up. We have a big game to play, right? We're going to play Argentina. Don't you think that if we should have 2 games prior to playing Argentina, we should at least put those 2 games as just as important as going to face Argentina? Build a system out of those 2 games. Put out your best team forward. And let's see what they can do. Let's see the level that they are at. Because that is the best way that is the only way we can reap success. So although I don't live in Jamaica, when we play Canada, I'm in my Reggae Boy jersey, born Jamaican. Big up Warren, big up. O'Neal, big up O'Neal. What's the deal with Kemar Roof? I haven't heard anything about him and why. All right, so personally for me, I cannot give you any exact finalization on Kemar Roof, because JFF themselves has not announced anything. But rumors are saying that he's good. So it's not anything definite. I will not put my neck on the line and say that he has everything sorted out, in which I am not sure. I won't tell any lie. I won't come on my platform and state false. If I don't have the facts, I'll tell you that I don't. But definitely, we know that there's information coming out, and something I might touch on. People. I'm going to touch on. Let me write it down. Hopefully, I can find my pen. I want to touch on. I want to touch on Ravel Morrison cryptic tweet today. Ravel Morrison made a cryptic tweet today, and I think I might touch on that just a bit, and I will show you guys what the tweet was about. I will definitely show you guys what the tweet about. Uncle left it in the pitch today. Of course. I personally can't say nothing yet, because I don't know if they're doing things behind closed door. When the squad come out for the Gold Cup, then I could accuse JFF. That is what no. Young we as Reggae Boy fans, we want to move away from the mentality that we're going to wait on them. When we wait on them and then we're disappointed, then we argue. Rather than applying pressure onto JFF so that we get as close as possible to the result that we're expecting. We get as close as possible to the result that we're expecting. Onto the JFF. I think that's the only way we can get the results. Ian said, JFF is not trying hard enough. Other countries are recruiting, and Jamaica believe that the USL players can bring us to the World Cup. Keep on dreaming, JFF. All right, so that's a big players in the USL. We do have quality players in the MLS. But when you look at other countries, Curacao, Suriname, Costa Rica, these guys are pulling players out of Europe. These countries are pulling players out of Europe. Now, we as Jamaicans, because we are patriotic, we complain about other players, foreign players coming in. And we want to see our local players playing what we believe are the better players. What's going to happen is that they have players coming in from Europe, from all Aberdeen and Anderlecht and all those teams, when we said we want players coming from there and there and there, because that's what those are the players that we trust. And truth and in fact is this. In football, there has to be open and room for progress. If there is no room for progress, you will fail. If there is no room for progress, your team will not get better. And in football, how do you progress? You only progress by upgrade. That is the only way you progress in football, by upgrade. You either upgrade your squad, or you upgrade your coach, or you upgrade your backroom staff. If we as fans believe that the squad is good enough, we upgrade the coach. Because obviously then if we're not getting the result, it means that it's the coach. If we believe that the team is good enough and we're not getting the result, obviously it's the coach. If the team and the coach is doing their best, then we attack the backroom staff. But how are you going to attack the backroom staff? How should I put it now? What factors, what variables are there to provide that the backroom staff is not doing their support? So if we're not getting particular players that we want, then I think the coach has to take a bit of responsibility for that. The backroom staff has to take a bit of responsibility for that as well. So we do have quality players, but I cannot say that the USL players, all the USL players will definitely take us into the World Cup. I cannot say that. As good as we think we believe they are, and as good as they are performing right now, I cannot say that these players will take us into the World Cup. I cannot. It's not guaranteed. We have seen better teams with players playing in Europe still fail to make it into the World Cup. And we should remember that we had an abundance of foreign nationals that came in, abundance of overseas players that come into the Reggae Boy squad in 1998 to come and represent us. It's just the same. So coach, said, is it the JFF or the coach? This is a good question. Is it the JFF the problem or Tapa Whitmore? No. For me personally, I am using this Gold Cup as a judge to tell if Mr. Whitmore is good enough. Because yes, we can say he's in the position for long enough. We can say that the players trust him. We can say that the players are willing to work for him. And we do know that in the world of football, trust is important. The belief system is really important. But what if the coach himself trusts players that can't get the job done? And those are the same players who are willing to go over the bridge for him. Not because they are willing to go over the bridge for him, means that they have that level of quality to get the job done. Because personally, I am not the best footballer, and I would go on that pitch and I will die on that pitch to play for the Reggae Boys. I would die on that pitch. But should they call me? should they really call me? Because I am not good enough. Shaquille said, "What's up with Ravel and JFF?" Saw him post a tweet and then deleted it. He deleted it. Oh my word! I'm gonna check. I don't think he deleted it. I'm gonna check, people. I have to check, people. I have to check. I can't. Yes, he deleted it. He deleted people. So Ravel actually deleted the pic. So let me see something, because I could have sworn I saved that. Yes. Let me see. Yes, I saved the people. I saved the pic. I saved the tweet, people. People smash the like button. So Shaquille Turner, I'm going to bring up the tweet right now. Let me bring up the tweet before I forgot about it. Let me bring it up right now. I'm going to try and bring it up right now, people. Oh, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. So people, I'm gonna try and bring up that tweet. Hopefully, you guys can wait to see it. So people, smash. I have over 30 person watching. At least I should have 30 likes, people. Smash the like button. Smash that like button, people. I'm getting it up right. Yeah, okay. All right, so let me see if I can. But people, I saw it as well. I saw it today, man. I definitely saw it today. So Ray Davis said he saw the tweet as well. I was surprised. I'm like, he said JFF. Let me come on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I should put it on overlay. Let me put it on overlay, people. Okay, so that's it, people. So that's it, people. So guys, that is the tweet that Ravel Morrison put up today. I have no clue what's happening. I have no clue what's happening, but that is the tweet that he tweeted today, people. So I'm not sure who would want to decipher that, but please tell me what you think. That tweet was tweeted today by Ravel Morrison, and I have no clue what it means. I don't know what's the issue. I don't know what's the issue, people. I don't know what's the issue, but that was what Ravel tweeted today. I'm not sure what's happening, but let's see. What do you guys think Ravel tweet was about? What do you guys think Ravel tweet was about? Put it in the comment section, people. Let me know what you think Ravel tweet is about. Let me run through some of the comments. All right, so Dan A said, big up Dan A. How long is Bailey out for? Bailey is out for 46 weeks. Let me address that. So a lot of people saying Bailey said that he will be coming back. Bailey is actually anticipating that he will come back for the Gold Cup, actually, because if the injury is a broken toe takes 4 to 6 weeks to heal, to completely heal, and although based on the nature of the broken toe, it can take up to a few months. But as he said, it's clear that a few people came out and said that Leon Bailey did came out and said that he will be fine. So Near Sovereign said JFF appear more concerned with appeasing local stakeholders in JA, some of who sit on their board and elect the president. Assembling the best team seems secondary to that. No, so that's a good fact. No, I think that's one of the reasons why the players called for a representative, something like a union, and they want people to be in position that they trust. Bless up, Marlon. Thank you for coming in. I think that's one of the reasons what the players were advocating for, because they wanted someone to trust and someone that they can relay information with. So I think that is actually the situation. Rashan said the squad needs to be submitted by June, and we don't see the additions. Ooh, so are you saying that? Sorry, are you saying that this is the squad that we are walking into the Gold Cup with? What do you think, Ray? Are you saying that this is the squad that we're walking into the Gold Cup with? Is that what you're saying? I cannot say anything as yet because I have seen what will happen in Gold Cup first. I have to see what's happening in Gold Cup first. And the thing I think the coach should know him team by now. All right, so listen to these people. Mr. Whitmore said he has been building his team for 3 years. For 3. Like Luis Suarez. Oh, like this? Oh, is this? Luis Suarez 3. Who and what is that squad that he has been building for 3 years? So that squad that he said that he's been in for 3 years. Which squad is that? Which squad is that squad that he says he's building for 3 years? I would like to see it. Big up Owarthin Chin, thank you for coming in. I'm watching and listening, and personally I don't think Tapa is stupid enough as to not end up with a good squad. I believe what you're saying, Owar Chin, because at this point in time, his job is on the line. His job is on the line. He cannot afford to make any big mistake this time around. So that is the reason why I think now we might likely see him throw away the sentiments. But the problem is now, why is it that this is the time period where that Mr. Whitmore, why isn't that this is the time period that Mr. Whitmore start out his team that we can expect to see going into the World Cup qualifiers? So we know who we are expecting. We know the players that we would like to see going into the Gold Cup. People, please smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. Let me see how. I'm going to check how much like on it. Going for 40 likes so I can drop the link. Going for 40 likes so I can drop the link, people. Smash that like button. So, USL equates. Ian said the USL equates. The leader said the MLS and the USL would not break during the Gold Cup. So, what is the if the MLS and the USL will not break to the Gold Cup? So, how are the players represent? Are the players going to participate in the Gold Cup, also in the MLS and the USL? How will that work out? Are the players who just totally abandon their league and then come and play the Gold Cup? Tapa seems to relax with his position. As the coach, you would think that he'd first in line to demand the best are selected. Instead, he seems contented with unattached and the lower league players. All right, so that's a good thing. We can't make a judgment of Tapa. We can't make a judgment of Tapa right now because he's a silent person, which I disagree with, because I think that he should be outspoken, especially representing a nation. You should be outspoken. You're an ambassador. You should be outspoken. But in the same sense, if he's that type of person, fine. If he's that type of person, fine. But we should not see nothing at all from him. At least let us know what is happening. But guess what, Neo? This is how your statement backs your argument. I'm going to clarify your argument. He said that he commends the JFF, which totally backs your argument. It totally backs your argument that he's quite comfortable with the players that came in. He's comfortable at the players. So that would actually back your argument. And Daniel said, which Jamaican player is the most beloved by the Reggae Boys? Woo! So we have, I would say, 3 Jamaican players that are really, really beloved by the Reggae Boy fans, actually. We have Damian Lowe, we have Ravel Morrison, and I would say Leon Bailey. So those are the 3 players. You could go to 4 and add Bobby Reed, but I think it's Damian Lowe, Ravel Morrison, and Leon Bailey. Those are the most loved players for the Reggae Boy fans. And actually, they are good players, so why not? We have to love them because they are quality players. The leader said, I don't expect to see more than Lambert as a USL player in the Gold Cup team. I thank you. So that would be good. That would be good. If Lambert is the only USL player that we expect to see, and I do really highly rate Lambert, because Lambert shows a lot of quality and criteria that I see a lot of players in at a bigger league has. He does have that, the physical presence, the intensity, the tenacity. He has all of those criteria. So I would like to see Lambert as well. He's a player that I really, really fancy. Kevin said, I agree with you, Neo. Ian said, USL equates to the worst league I've ever seen. We are going nowhere with the USL player. Oh my word. Ian, that's really, really harsh. that's really harsh, Ian. That's remember, no. Not because the players are playing the USL doesn't mean that they're not good. I see Damian Lowe in Egyptian league, and I believe that he supersedes that league. That should not be a league that Damian Lowe is playing on. He's bullying the strikers week in, week out, bullying the midfielders week in, week out. So he should not be in that league. He should be playing at a higher level. So I don't know what's the reason why I would choose to go playing at that level. But consistently playing at that level can deteriorate his level. He's obviously the best, actually one of the best defender down there in the league. So I don't know why he decides to stuck in that league. He should take his pride and come out of that league and go in the Premier League, in the Championship, or one of those high league, and maybe one of those teams in Europe, because he's obviously better than that league. For me, that's what I think. I watched a few games, at least recently. They have been drawing like 1-1, 0-0, drawing a few games. But he's definitely one of the best defenders. So I don't see why he sucks. He wants to suck in that league. Howard Chin said, unless he's not in charge of selecting or can't choose for himself. As the coach, you believe that the coach is not in charge of selecting and cannot choose for himself? Guys, do you really believe that? That's difficult for me to comprehend. As the coach, you're not involved in the selection process. That's quite difficult for me to comprehend. Honestly, I have to say. The leader said, remember they only got 1 year contract in the USL, so the players' contract are not stable. Oh yeah. I didn't even remember that. But thank you for bringing that forward. But look at Lamar Walker and look Corey Burke, Lamar Walker, all those players that are playing in America. Well, let's take Corey Burke out of it. You go to the USL. All the players that are playing in the USL, especially Speedy, really, really good player. Really, really good central midfielder. But we'll see how they progress throughout the Gold Cup campaign. No USL player may end up making the final World Cup roster. We'll see about that. Remember, now we're talking about Mr. Whitmore. And based on what we've seen over time period, remember he said he's building his squad for 3 years now. So we can't say, what if a part of his squad are the players in the USL? What if? So Wayne Carnegie said, the Gold Cup is Whitmore's last chance. It is the last chance to dance, right? It's the last chance to dance. The Gold Cup is my nail, the final nail that I have. The final nail. It's actually the Gold Cup. So we'll see. But it is the final nail that I have waiting on. How many clubs will be okay with losing players for such a long period? I doubt that. None. Especially look at Miami. We have 3 Reggae Boys in the Miami can afford, especially Speed is one of their best players so far this season. Lamar Walker is one of their goal scorers. Joshan Anglin is finding himself going right now, getting himself into the first team. So can these teams really afford to go for such a long time without those quality players? Neo said, ooh, that's how far back I am. So Near Sovereign said the USL players are product of JLP parish owners elected JFF board. Wow. And they are pressuring JFF not to open the gate fully to the second generation players from this poor diaspora. Whoa. Hey, that Neo, that's a lot of information. No. Neo, you have some backroom information. No. People, Neo has backroom information that we don't know about. Neo has backroom information that we know nothing about. Donovan Taylor said, Jamaica football is dead with JFF. The Jamaica football fraud. So they're the fraud gangs, right? So the Reggae Boy fraud gangs. They are the Reggae Boy fraud gangs. Big up, Tevin. Thank you for coming in. Guna, you don't see our reader play good. You need to leave him. Yes, people. Yes, people. Yes, people. Guys, what do you think about the Bobby Reed performance today? Yes, I know that they didn't win, but look at his performance against top teams. Look at his performance against top teams. Look at his performance today. Look at his performance over the weekend. He's picking up the right form at the right time. People, look at Bobby Reed's performance in recent days. I'm telling you. We have something coming. Roshan said, people, let me know how much like it is so that I can drop the link. Let me know, people. Let me know, people. Get the like over 40. Get the like to 50. When you get the like to 50 people, I'll drop the link. Because we haven't touched on the Ravel Morrison tweet as yet. So get the like up to 50. I will see how we can do that. If Jamaica don't make this World Cup, this administration is dead. No, we can't afford to rely on them not making the World Cup for them to be dead. If we as fans, we can't afford to rely on us not making the World Cup for us to really go hard on the JFF. We can't afford that. We have to apply the pressure right now that we can say at least we see that the JFF are trying. I think that is critically important. We have to apply the pressure from now. We have to. Winston Fowling, big up. Thank you for coming in, bro. I think he's saying JFF not doing enough. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. JFF is not doing enough. I don't think they're doing enough. Let me show you one of the reasons why I deem that the JFF is not doing enough. When you look at the squad that we put out right now, yes, I don't want to bash any players, but at the end of the day, based on the pool that we have, we could have at least gathered a few of these players. Why is it that contractual issue was a thing? People, get the like button to 40 so I can drop the link. We have a few more things to discuss. People. Get it to 50. I'm key member of Whitmore squad. That is the thing. Who are the key members? What, Morrison is not coming? Theo is asking if Morrison is not coming. We're not sure, Theo. But based on the cryptic tweet, I think that is sending a message. I think that tweet is actually sending a message. So we'll see how that one goes. I do think that is actually sending a message. All we want to see is our best come on politics. Come on. Politics no belong in sports. It's our escape from pressure of life. That's true. It is really, really soothing to the spirit, to my soul, when I'm speaking about football, especially when I'm watching football. Big up Theo, and good night to you guys, to you as well. Thank you for coming in. Steven, big up Steven. Back again. Devon, come on, Devon. Don't be so harsh. So Devon is saying get rid of Ricketts. That's harsh. Jay anyway said Leon Bailey, hashtag number 7, and Andre Blake. Andre Blake is also, I might. The most hated is Michael Hector. Is Michael Hector really the most reggae boy? I doubt it. I don't think so. Jero said Tapa is a real joker when you think about it. Remember when he said he wanted some players, and there are literally hundreds of eligible players in England for every single position. No, I did something they call squad building on my channel. You guys can go and check it out. It's called squad building, people. I did a video like 2 weeks ago. I covered Tariq Mitchell at Crystal Palace, Nico Henry, and Omar Richards. Yes, we know the issue with Omar Richards going to Bayern Munich, but we still have Nico Henry and Tariq Mitchell. Both players are under the age of 19. They're like 18, 19. Both players are 18, 19, right? Left back, Nico Henry plays for Brentford, if I'm right. I think Nico Henry plays for Brentford. Tariq Mitchell plays for Crystal Palace. Correct me, people, if I'm wrong. I'm here to take corrections, people. Don't think that I don't like corrections. I'm here to take corrections, people. I'm just here to discuss football, just as everyone is. And I covered these players. These players are playing left back. These guys are seasoned professional at age 19, playing week in, week out for their clubs. And you're telling me that we can't get a few of these left backs, a few of these young players to come and play for us? Come on. I think we need to work on scouting. Stephen Denham said, Ravel Morrison is one of the most naturally gifted players he's got. So much talent, but the wrong attitude. It's his attitude that let him down in the past. Yes, but let's see if he moves past that. Let's see if he really move past that. Because it's important that we don't kill players based off their past, because everyone needs a bit of redemption. It is just facts. Everyone needs redemption. So we can't kill all players based off their past. Teddy Lee, big up, bro. I believe our Premier League better than the USL. Whoa. People, question. I'm going to put a question. I'm going to put out a question, people. Is the Jamaican Premier League, according to Teddy right here, better than the USL? So people, answer that question for me. That is the question I want some of you guys to answer. Is the Jamaican Premier League better than the USL? So this is the question that Teddy Lee brought out. He said, I believe our Premier League better than the USL. I don't want to say I'm the one who actually is saying. So I want you guys to put it out for me. I want you guys to put it out for me. Is the Jamaican Premier League really better than? That's the question, people. Teddy Lee just brought it out, and I want to see. All right, so let me run through some of the question. Rashan said that is so true. Really, Rashan? So people are agreeing with it already. People are already agreeing with it, people. So people were 8 likes away. Under the JFF bylaws, team can sue the JFF board for conduct harmful to the federation. Key players have said they need more diaspora players to qualify for the World Cup. Maybe key players should take action. That's a good statement. You believe that the senior players, the key players in the team, should take action and be decisive in who they want to bring in. That's actually a big factor. Big up, bro. What's up?
I'm here, military. What's going on?
I'm here. I'm doing good. So someone just brought across a very, very good point that key players should be the ones who are actually taking a step to defend. Not to defend, but to defend. Yeah, to defend the other players coming in. What do you think about that? To defend the better players coming in.
They have a point. Cause guess what? Everybody wants to play with the best players,
Mm-hmm.
and the more quality you get around you, you basically perform better.
Yeah, agree.
Yes, I agree that to us.
Yeah, so if the likes of Andre Blake, Taxi, Leon Bailey, who else? Damian Lowe,
Man, I
Mariapa.
have
Yeah,
Mariapa.
no, I won't say Mariapa. I won't say Mariapa. I'm talking about the new guard. These are the new guys, the young guys who wants to feature even into the next World Cup. Approached Tapa and said, we want these players to come in because these players are heavily they are part of the regime who are qualified to play for the Reggae Boyz. Do you think that they will take big consideration into getting it done than what we see right now? They're just accepting anything.
There's a possibility. Cause guess what? As I said, it's that will basically be a form of scouting as well. Because as a player, and you know a player who can represent the country, you always want to give the coaching staff information.
All right, so Jero said Damian Lowe is a joker too. He had a chance to be in the Serie A and turn it down. Short money, I guess, but he should have known that he would have more opportunities to move in Serie A. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the money issue. I won't say because I don't know. I've never heard it. I've never heard it from himself. And I have had brief conversation with Damian Lowe. Brief. And he didn't mention anything about money. But well, based on the conversation, I doubt we'll even get into that. But anyways, I won't say it's money. I can't say it's money because I've never heard Damian Lowe say it's money the reason why he makes a move. So the leader is saying that it's money that Lowe wants to play. So people are actually saying that it's a money thing.
Yeah, but the Damian come out and say he went to Egypt because of money.
He said it. Did he say it? Marlon, did he say it?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh no, well this is what everyone is saying right here. Them are big up. I think the JFF scout the players and the coach do the selection. Yeah. But at the end of the day, that means he said that he's building a squad for the past 3 years. 3 years. We should have at least have a squad to face the USA the other day, rather than picking players who haven't played in like 6-7 months of football. And we can't continue like this. I don't think we can continue like this. No, we are going into the friendlies, and I think we should approach the friendlies really, really seriously because it is really important that we approach these friendlies just as though we're going to approach a Gold Cup, because the friendlies will set the platform for how we are going into the Gold Cup. That is the reason why I personally believe that it is really and critically important that we approach the friendlies like it's war. We're going at war. We have World Cup qualifiers coming in a few months. We need to put out the best foot forward for us to achieve what we want. Howard Chin said, military, if we don't make it to the World Cup, then Tapa gone too, because he's too quiet and would seem to be satisfied that he has the players he needs. He's not quiet. Let me tell you why he's not quiet. He said the other day that he's satisfied and he commends the JFF, which means that the players that he have in his squad right now, I believe he thinks that he can win the Gold Cup with them, maybe, and also go into the World Cup qualifiers with the squad that we have right now, because he commends the JFF. Marlon, do you believe that JFF have done everything in their power to get all the players that we have that we could have possibly gotten?
Well, it's all about the approach and how you go about it, because I think if they have probably gone out more aggressively, by even trying to get the players' paperwork. We're in a pandemic now, so right. So basically, it's not like you have access to everything. So like the players who are in England who want to get birth certificate have to source them and have to be waiting, dropping off documents at the British High Commission and wait. These are stuff you should try to get them FedEx out and stuff. Cause when you drop off something in the High Commission, it's not gonna move same time.
Yeah, agreed.
So that's one thing that probably slow not for the players' paperwork.
Yeah, slow down some of them. Yes. So, but my problem is this now.
I think so because I've known of players who wanted to play and they were telling them, oh, you need to apply for your passport and this and that.
Okay.
So that's why when Ainsley Maitland went and played for England, I laughed.
Because he wanted to play for us.
Yeah, him and other players.
So, and people are going to tell me that, well, maybe it's me thinking about it that, if let me put myself in Whitmore's position. I'm going to put myself in Whitmore's position, and Nathan Redman, right, would want to play for the Reggae Boyz, and I am a coach for the Reggae Boyz, and a quality player like that is interested in playing for the Reggae Boyz. Me personally would reach out to that player. I would reach out to that player, contact the player, speak to that player, and assist that player as best as I can to get his paperwork sorted. I will not wait on the player to do things for himself.
Yeah, but
if I have to make up,
that's not the coach job. The coach job is to scout a player and let the JFF know that, guess what, he get information, this player is here, he has Jamaican heritage. So guess what, the GenSec should be the one making the contacts. When the GenSec make the contact, then the coach can have a sit down with the player and said, I see you are part of my plan going forward.
Okay.
Are you interested? Right. I see you have Jamaican heritage. These are the procedure you go about. It's not the coach gonna call the player and say, hey, guess what, I know you have Jamaican background. Would you like to play for Jamaica? That's why you have a general secretary.
All right. So that is the standard. That is literally the standard of how we go about.
Yeah, not the coach go on. It's not like if he's home now he can go and watch a Premier League player and say, okay, this player I'm interested in him.
You want this player? But look at so that's a good click.
When I play on the international market, are you gonna call the player? The player might say, who are you? That's why I'm a GenSec.
Okay. That's a fair thing. But I do believe for me as a content, as someone who just a normal who's nobody, contact the players, contact a few players, and few players replied to me. Few players replied to me and have open conversation with a few of the players via email, because I sent them an email via their management, a proper, well-written, structured email to their management. And I am just nobody. I am nobody.
But I think where they fall off a lot, they say they have an agent that works in England for them. Agent and scout are two different things.
Yeah.
A scout is who's a person who go out and find players and let the federation know. An agent can really go on and make a connection with a player that easy. You know? Remember when you're going to get a player, you have to the agent, the club. So it
would have to know.
So everybody have to be involved in it.
All right. So this is what happened now. This is where I'm coming from now. There's a standard format to go about acquiring a player to play for your team, a national team. Now, if you as a coach realize that based on the standard, the mandatory standard that the player should that acquiring is not adequate or moving fast enough for you to acquire that player, or you should just sit back and wait and really, really wait on them, or you should try and take something as best as possible to do something about it.
Well, it's all about his belief, you know? If he know he has a connection, but when it comes to the paperwork, son, that's where the general secretary and the manager, the team manager, they're gonna come and play. So he can go and say, yes, I want this player. I see this player, I see the potential in him. He bring quality to the squad. I think this guy will bring quality to the squad. So they are the one who to go now to move every mountain to ensure this player come in.
Yeah. Yeah, understand. Run through some of my comments. Comments are on fast. Wow. What result is acceptable for Tapper to keep piloting the machine, bro? Gold Cup. If he wins the Gold Cup and the nature in how he wins the Gold Cup, I'm not saying dominating the Gold Cup, but at least we see the team of a structure moving forward and a stable foundation moving forward. We can say, okay, there's something building. There's something happening. But if it's the same dash and fling down, in a Jamaican term, dash and fling down business, where we just sit back and try to concede a goal, and then them score, can we? I will try to score. No. At least a system.
I just never feel that it's going to be different this time around. Because guess what? You have more players who have more quality than the last couple of times.
But remember, all the other teams are getting qualities as well. So it's not easy. Run through some more comments. Jero said, Damian Lowe. Okay, run through that already. Yeah. Hope Reed can get another Premier League team. I think a Premier League team will take him up. Big up Andy McNally. People smile. Get it up to 50 likes. I would really appreciate if you get it up to 50 likes, people. Much appreciated. Get it to 50 likes, guys. Stuck on 43 likes for like 15 minutes now. No. For like how many? We're on 56 minutes. We're on 43 likes for the past 50 minutes. And the stream is now 56 minutes. I can imagine. You guys are not. You guys, come on. We're people. I am Jamaican. Support a Jamaican. It's important that you support a Jamaican. We are brothers. We're all here for the same cause. We want the Reggae Boyz to qualify for the World Cup. That is why we're here. Richard Samuel said, bless up, big up Richard. Karoom, big up. Tell me how you know we think we can apply pressure. We can apply pressure. We can apply. You'd be surprised what the fans can do, you know. You'd be surprised what the fans can do. A few weeks ago, prove. A few weeks ago, not a few days ago. Karoom, yeah, just a week ago. Karoom, he said, Gunnar, you surprised with the JFF approach? No, I'm not surprised, but I am not accepting it. That is my thing. I'm not accepting their JFF approaching their business right now. This is not as though everyone's saying. This is, see, I won't even say it. Someone is going to say it for me. I think the JFF on top of one big party shop. See, that's it. Big up Herman. So that's what we as fans have in our head right now. The JFF is running a party shop. If the JFF was actually doing a better job, we wouldn't be condemning the JFF in such a bad manner. We wouldn't be doing it. I think we are lacking professionalism. I do think that we're lacking a lot of professionalism. Trio Tree said, did you know that Albert Paul is a natural midfielder? He can be your answer in the middle. Check his high school.
That was a football. He played it last year. He could play forward. I don't know what that's about the high school record.
So we should use his high school record. And because a few times in his high school he played in central midfield. We should play him in midfield because of his high school record. Come on, Chiochi. Come on. I expect better than that.
You know, Albert is a better centre half than a right back.
The better centre half? Really?
And a right back, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Run through. What? Skip a big skip. Let me run through. I'm way back in the chat. Neil said, oh no, Karoom said military. Military Guna, you don't think the coach, the coaching staff must have sit down and identify players they need? I think so. Yes, they do. They sit down and identify the players that they deem can take them forward. And if this is what they really come up with, pretty concerning. Devon Smith said, Tapper is a yes man. We'll see about that. We will see about that. But I'm hoping that he's not a yes man, because we definitely need people who are going to be commanding and demanding of better from the players and also from the board that they're working with. Guna, look at Dwight McNeil. He can play for Jamaica in the center midfield position, but JFF is not getting towards him. As Marlon said, the Gen Sec need to do their job, but
at the same time, you cannot really pressure the JFF if the player Dwight McNeil is another player who thinks he can be in England set up as well. So remember, he's 21 so he has another 5 years in front of him before he can make a major decision.
But do you think that it is important that we at least approach him, despite what we believe that who they are going to play for, what we should at least make the approach?
Yeah, but I think probably getting Redman will probably be a bigger name who can make a major impact. So both of them are playing for the same position. They are both out and out wingers, as we know.
Yeah. Jermaine Swebe has a very, very solid point here. He said the organization Ravel was with did not know how to handle a unique case like that. It is a mix of both this and this earlier behavior. No, that is a good perspective, a good way to put it. I think that
as I always said, people keep on putting his personal life and his football in perspective. When Ravel is on the field, Ravel is playing. Ravel's personal life has never affected his game on the field. And he said that himself.
Yeah. No, you can actually see that. I think it's today I was watching one of his games. I can't remember which game. And yeah, we see the talent, but you can evidently see the talent is right there. But I think that he was mismanaged. I think he was mismanaged because we have players that have off the field issues. There's a lot of time you can find players with off the field issues, but you with the right manager, and it's difficult to say because Alex Ferguson was one of the best managers across the world of football, and he didn't pursue the case.
Remember now, out of that squad you had the Kane, Michael and Pogba.
Abundance of talent, so he didn't really.
And if you look at them, probably out of them, Keane came through still at Everton, Pogba, Lingard. Yeah, so out of that team that won the FA Cup, probably about 4 of them have gone through.
Yeah.
This guy Sam James have just brought in West Brom, had a good season as a goalkeeper. So you can look at it.
Yeah, understood. Guys, please, if you are on Twitter, I would appreciate if you guys share the video on your Twitter page. I would really appreciate it, guys. Share the video on your Twitter page because these conversations are what people want to see. People really want to see the positive side of things and also how we can impact what JFF is doing, because it is important for us as fans to make an impact on what the Reggae Boyz is doing. Now we can see right across in England all the happenings with the clubs that are in England and how they are approaching what they want to do and how they want the club to operate. No, this is how we as fans should approach. This is how we as fans should also approach what we want or what we think best for the Reggae Boyz moving forward, because that is really, really important. And if we can't see how important and critical that is right now, we are already on a failing set as fans. As fans, we have not done our job. We didn't do our job if we don't apply pressure to get the best result. If we don't apply pressure to get the best result. I'm trying to rack up the Jamaica squad and transfer market. The squad value has significantly gone up, but with new additions like the like of Leon Bailey, who is not in the squad right now, I think we shall see that the stock risen.
So with the players, I think it's 40-something million.
Yeah, without those players, it's 47-something million. Jerome Swebe said, if you are one of the most talented, it's taking so long to come up. What's happening? If you are one of the most talented players in the position, the best players, why stress not having a club? Complain over the blessings for less. Yeah, that's a valid point. You should have actually in a club right now if you are one of the best in that position. I think like of Bobby Reid will take his position. Bobby Reid will take his position.
But as I said, we basically see where he is in this friendly game. So we see a level of fitness.
All right, so Warren said, I've been around for a while now. Why JFF keep repeating problems from the past? Why? Do we not need to get RS from the Brazil? Rene Samois? No. I think we have because let me put it in a best way. I think any manager or any coach coming in the job, we're going to have a similar situation because I think it's a JFF problem. The reason why I put it as a JFF problem and not just a Whitmore problem is because this is not the first we're seeing a situation like this. This is not the first we're seeing the same issues arising over and over again. If it was just a JFF, a Whitmore issue, maybe Whitmore wouldn't have done what he have done with the team that he has. Because it would mean that Whitmore is just not good enough. But because of the JFF issue, we are seeing Whitmore have to take what he's getting. And it seems as if he's just accepting whatever he's getting. As someone said earlier, maybe a yes man, maybe. But we cannot, people, I don't think people are actually looking at what we are putting at risk right now. We're talking about qualifying for the World Cup. We have a golden generation. We have to treat it as such. People smash the like button. 60 persons in the chat. 60 persons watching, and I am only seeing 40 likes. And those 40 likes have been there since the start of the stream. So smash the like button, bring it up to 50. Let me run you some more. Military, my name is Craig Smith. I can tell you something about Whitmore. Whitmore do not care if Jamaica football team qualify for the World Cup. Really? Really, Craig? How would you know that? Craig know more information than a lot of us. Alva started playing for us as a center half. Then they put him at right back. And most of the goals were scored from across on his wing.
He started left back.
And then move center half, move to the right back.
Yeah, JFF
Jack of all trades, right? So look, good. The JFF and the coach are a joke, bro. I said a long time ago, this administration is running our football into the ground. We'll see. I'm hoping that we can get the best and move on. Someone is asking, what about Rolando Aarons? Still no confirmation on Aarons as yet.
Aarons has his paper, but I think with the injury after he went to Huddersfield, he picked up an injury, so he was basically out until the last 8 or 9 games for the season.
So maybe asking what's his situation if he's coming.
He was on the play. He was even telling Mike Hector that Hector, I see you guys. Remember, we're gonna be there at Gold Cup together. So
yeah,
man. They were on.
Steven said for again every other senior player at Manchester United said without a doubt, Ravel Morrison was the best young player they have seen. He was the best at United at the time. Pogba didn't come close to him. Yeah, talent-wise, but in the world of football, talent is not everything. As you guys can see, look at the mentality like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, all these guys. Their mentality is a big factor in football. It's okay. So it's at 50 likes now. All right, so I'm going to drop the link, and I will not overcrowd the chat, people. I will definitely not overcrowd the chat. So I'm speaking from now. I will not overcrowd the chat. So the link, I'm going to drop the link right now, people.
You know, I was
talking
to a guy from Montreal Impact today, and he was telling me that you see this present squad now. That was telling that was basically shortened it. It was like he see the squad can really go in Gold Cup and cause a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
So it was like he knows the players, he knows the Lamar Walker and all these players. So he's like they're not the big names that people are looking for, but he still see them as a big threat.
Okay. All right. So if other people are looking in onto us, we'll say that one goes. But
even tactical manager was comparing this side to the US B team. They said they will struggle to beat Jamaica because they don't know what the B team is.
Okay. They don't want to beat. Well, we can look at it on a larger scope some of the time that we can also be underestimating the squad that we have. So we can caveat it that way, that we are actually underestimating the squad we have.
The thing you look you know the talent that Lamar Walker is, right? You have Maggie there,
Josh Anglin,
Speedy
Speedy
is still there. We know that Speedy is one of the best passer around with the ball. You're talking about a person who has passing accuracy above 80, almost 90. Whether it's 40-yard pass or 60-yard pass or 10-yard pass. So Speedy does a lot with the ball. And I think Walker is getting sharp, he's getting stronger. I've seen that Friday. Before a person could run on him and probably man pour him off the ball. He's now standing up taking on players.
Yeah. So physically is actually going into his physical structure.
Remember, you're in a professional environment now. So it's a difference in training. So you're gonna do your gym work. You're gonna do everything.
Agree. I totally agree with that.
But the other thing
I'm right now.
Somebody was talking about the players for World Cup. I think Concacaf has said I think the MLS is gonna go and pause for World Cup. So they said what they were saying that no league should be playing during the World Cup.
Okay. All right. So we are having a look at the Gold Cup squad. And most people are saying that we do have a talented squad, a talented Gold Cup squad. And we'll see. One of my problem now. Let me highlight one of my problem. If what I was initially speaking about, because I am hoping that I want to run this stream maybe into like maybe like in the 2-hour margin, if so far. But one of the things that I want to look at with our squad is this. Now, the age for our squad, we have a 30-man squad we're looking at, right? So we have players that are over the age of 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting it wrong. I'm counting it wrong. Let me just use the filter. I'm going to use the filter. Okay, so yes, I'm using the filter right now. So we have a 30-man squad here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 players under the age of 25 in a 30-man squad. 12 players. Now, if we are definitely looking to the future, if we are saying that we are looking to the future, I believe for a 30-man squad, we should have at least have more players breaking below the 25 bracket. Because with a score,
bear the same mind to remember that next year's World Cup. So we have to have the experienced guys there, the older heads. It was the same thing when I was talking about US team. They are talented.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad Tactical came out and mentioned it today. They were saying the other day. They are talented, but guess what? The experience of playing in Concacaf. Remember, no? The Sergio Dest and all these players, they haven't played in Concacaf as yet.
Mm-hmm.
The Gio Reynas and all these young players, Patricia, they haven't played kick a ball in Concacaf.
Mm-hmm.
And they are still kids.
All right. So this is what people are going to say. People are going to say that international football is a total different story from club football. That's what people are saying now. International football is a different story from club football, right?
Yeah, it still is.
But the
It
problem
is.
is this.
Guess what? Remember, club football. That's what I always say. Chemistry goes for club football. International football, you don't have time. It doesn't matter if you've been
Yeah,
playing 2 or 3
you never
or
have
4 years
time.
together. You don't have time. You have 3 or 4 training sessions unless it's a tournament, and how deep you go in the tournament. So that's why you notice JFF World Cup team that went to the final. You saw the running they had the camp in Chile before Copa America, and right from Copa America into the World Cup. So that
Yeah.
chemistry build up there. So they were basically in Chile for 3 weeks in the tournament and come back and spend more time there.
Yeah. Totally agree. Totally agree. So for anyone who didn't know, I think this Friday is when they are going to do their first batch of testing to travel. I think they're traveling Saturday morning, right? I think they're traveling Saturday morning. But this Friday is what they're going to do their first testing period. I think.
For the local
But
players.
we'll see how that one goes. For the local players. So we have that is the amount of players that we have under 20. Now, we're going now into the 28 margin goal. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let me start. Yes. Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 players over the age of 28. 28 and over. 13 players in the team, 28 and over. Now, when you look back at this team and you say that you are building a team for the Gold Cup, not for the World Cup, you play this team in the World Cup this year, next year. Next year, these guys will be who is 28, it will be 29. Who is 29 will be 30. Who is 31, their age will rise. So we'll be significantly older than this year. No, let's cast our mind forward to the next World Cup. I doubt any one of these players will be eligible based off age and deterioration of career to play in the next World Cup. No, that is the reason why I believe that the JFF is not serious about the World Cup. Because you can't be going into a World Cup a continuity plan. There's no continuity plan when you're going to the World Cup, a World Cup qualifiers with so much players with that high relative age. Are we just going to play for this one World Cup? And if we don't make the World Cup, we try again by building an entire team. And that is what's happening for the. All right. My question, Marlon. The players that we have in this team right now, how many of these players represented Jamaica in the last World Cup campaign?
Blake, Taxi, Maripa, Hector, and Lawrence.
So we have Taxi,
5.
Blake, Hector.
Maripa.
This is Speedy's first year, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Corberg first year as well.
Yeah.
We have O'Neill Fisher. We have Mariapa. So all these players were a part of the old guard. I would rank them up as old guard.
No,
Low was a part of.
No.
Low wasn't a part of the last campaign as well.
No, he wasn't a part of the cycle. The 5 remaining players from the cycle is Hector, Mariapa, Lawrence, Blake, and Powell.
All right. Now, look at that age. Blake is 30. So that's when Blake was 26 that he makes his World Cup campaign. Mariappa was 30 at that point in time, but 31 at that point in time. Well, no, it was 30, yeah, 4 years ago. At that point in time, Hector was in a good age bracket, so Hector arrived at the club at the right time. No, also Kemar, also Taxi as well. These guys arrive at the right age bracket where we can at least say that. So, but this time around, I think that we are not building from, as someone said in the chat, from the base. We are trying to find the final pieces of the puzzle rather than trying to build the puzzle from scratch. Because Mr. Whitmore said he's building his team for the past 3 years. He has built his team. Out of the squad that you're seeing right now, who are the players that you believe that Mr. Whitmore have been building in this squad for the past 3 years?
Basically, if you're gonna look at it, because guess what, Sherman Nicholson, they just came around for the basically he was around the squad with Schaefer, but he didn't play. 2017 he was there same way, didn't play. So he basically come in 2019. He came and make a mark. If you're gonna look at a player, Fisher was beats around the game same way, Fleming same way. And these are persons, they don't have 20 caps or 15 caps, so you still have to look at it. So
how is it that he was building his squad for 3 years, and some of these players still haven't have 20 caps?
Yeah, you're building a squad for you're building a squad, but a lot. This is it. A lot of persons were in this squad that were basically, and I know moving forward they want to be there. That's where I had a problem with Tapa when he took over. When he took over, and Hector Mariappa was in the side for almost 2 years. Hey, Hector Mariappa was in the side for basically 2 years. So when you look at it, those are two players you're looking to use going further on. And you'd have the leadership for Mariappa with the young players there. So basically, what they should have gone out and done in 2017, in 2016 when he took over back from Schaefer, should have gone out and find out the young talents in England. They could have get in the side, and you'd have a better unit to choose from now. The same same Ivan that they're talking about now. He was somebody who would have basically been around Ali Watkins, who's now playing for England, would have basically been in the pool same way. So that's one point of it. When you're using Lydell Richie and these guys to build, Jermaine Taylor was still the same way, Haka was the same way. I guess Haka leadership and Jermaine Taylor leadership was good, yes. Sean Francis, they were the same way. If you look at the amount of players that are using Ricardo Morris, you look at Willis, Shevani Willis, and all these young players. Use a lot of players.
Yeah. It's as I said, it's difficult for me to say. He's building a squad for 3 years now, and some of these players that he said that he's building squad were not a part of that squad back then, but at that particular time. So how would he make reference to that particular squad that he's been building? It's difficult for me to comprehend. Run through some more.
As I said, a couple of players he had in the squad, they're not basically a part of the squad anymore.
All right, so Karim said, so the coach Theodore Whitmore don't know the type of players that he's looking for in his system. I'm not sure now. I'm not sure, because if he's building a team for the past, if Mr. Whitmore is building a team for the past 3 years, I think that at least 10 of those players would have been a part of the team that have been here for the past 3 years. At least 10. For him to show a proper representation. Steven said, people smash the like button, people smash the like button, would really appreciate it. Run through some more of the comments, and then closing off at 1:30, because I want to keep the show short and spicy tonight. Let me run through some of the comments. Somebody said Theodore Whitmore and JFF the problem. Jay anyway said, why is it key to fast track Why is it key to fast track Kiddo papers so he can be in the Gold Cup squad, which I think will happen? What do you think? Do you think that we will fast track Kiddo Taylor's papers, Marlon?
I don't know. If I like to see him around the senior players basically.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a 20-man, if it's a 23-man squad, I don't think we'll see him. If it's probably 26 or 30, then if the papers are there, and I think he will basically come and learn with the squad.
Mm-hmm. You know, my problem is this.
And it depends. If Redman is available, which is probably touch and go, I don't think you will see a Kiddo Taylor Hart.
So you think they would prioritize Redman over Taylor Hart?
Basically, because you're looking for Redman to come and make an immediate impact.
But we're talking about a player who, in a long fast, can be one of the best players we have had. We are talking about another Leon Bailey, another Bobby Reed, another Whitmore himself. That's the level player that we're talking about. That's the type of level player that we're talking about. Someone who can actually, if he's trained with Arsenal first team, it tells a lot. It really, really tells a lot.
We all know the talent. We are working for the under 18 and the under 23, so we all know the talent he has.
Yeah. Big talent. Big talent. That player that I would love to see come into the squad. Tapa is the luckiest man in Concacaf. He never built nothing. We are giant slayers in the Gold Cup due to the passion of the players. I can't say that Tapa did anything amazing as a coach. You have to give credit, Neo. You have to give credit where credit is due, Neo. He has done his bits, and you have to give credit where credit is due. But this Gold Cup, Neo, for me, this Gold Cup is where I draw the line. I want to see the performance that this team first red flag that I saw was the selection of the friendlies. Because in that friendly squad, there's quite a few players that weren't in the squad. Yes, we have to also put some of the blame on JFF based off not sorting out the necessary paperwork. Then now, we'll see how we progress during the Gold Cup if we have a system, if we play good football. Because we can't go into the World Cup qualifiers playing sit back and relax. Team will beat us to a pulp. We can't approach a Gold Cup like that. So what are you saying? Jamaica is going to give a good physical game to Japan, get 6 or 7 or 8, and no more Whitmore here to go rule. I don't think we're going to beat Japan 6 or 7. I don't think we're going to beat Japan 6 or 7. I don't think so.
No, he said we're gonna get 6 or 7.
Oh, we're gonna get. Hey, Craig, you wicked man. We're gonna get 6 or 7. Jeez. Ooh. Jeez. All right, Craig. All right, so since we're at the end of the chat, final thing I want to address is we want to address the Ravel Morrison tweet. So this is the question that came up. What is the situation with Ravel Morrison? So I'm going to bring up the tweet right now. I'm so sorry that I couldn't bring up the... I'm going to bring up the tweet right now. You won't see our face, people. Hopefully you guys will see our face. So you're not going to... You won't be seeing our face, people. So people, this is the Ravel Morrison tweet that we saw today. Are you seeing it, Marlon? Marlon, you seen the tweet? So people, this is the tweet that Ravel Morrison tweeted today. I was wondering, what is the situation with Ravel Morrison and the JFF? Ravel Morrison tweeted this earlier today and they deleted it. I'm not sure. People are going to say I shouldn't highlighted it, but it was tweeted. The entire world, the Twitterverse, the Twitterverse saw the tweet. So it is not me who's highlighting it. The entire those people that are on Twitter, all of them saw the tweet. And I would like to know, what do you guys think about this tweet? Marlon, what do you think this tweet means?
I don't know. As I said, he put up and deleted probably around 5-10 minutes after I put it up. So I don't know what's going on.
No, it's not 5-10 minutes. It's up for 2 hours because he tweeted it, and when I went on it, it said 2 hours ago. The tweet said 2 hours ago. So it's a cryptic tweet by Ravel Morrison. He said JFF sharing my head and put it on as his face. What is this tweet mean? What does this tweet generally mean? What do you think? What do you think it means?
I said we don't know.
You don't see anything in it.
I don't know what's going on, so I'm not even gonna make a comment.
Speculate. All right, so let me run through the chat because I know we have some secret agents in the chat who can break down things and get a better understanding. Jay anyway that said, okay, I saved this comment till last, but I think Ravel tweet was aimed at the JFF. Ravel told them not to call him until Gold Cup, and they did the opposite. Really? Come on, Jay. Jay anyway that was, come on. This can't be factual. That can't be factual. That could never be factual. It can't be something that Ravel cannot tell the JFF that they should not call him until Gold Cup. So are you saying that it's better than playing the club, the friendlies? That can't be factual. Neil Sovereign said, under Tapa, no system, poor recruitment, failure to push Gold Cup semi-finalists into any big club. No RSPL improvement, but that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with our.
Nothing to do with football. When I see the player that you see him fitting, who can add quality to the squad. It's basically the players and the clubs to improve their game day in, day out.
All right. Jermaine Swaby, interesting. What do you think it means? Jermaine, I am asking you guys a question because I have no clue. I have none whatsoever. So I'm asking you guys the question. Neil Sovereign said, so we have Jero said F-. So let me, after I run through off the minutes, I'll actually give you my point of view. JFF already showing their pot stirring when he does. He has enough on his plate already. Well, we'll see. Phil Jones said, yo, Guna, we won your one favorite trophy. Thank you very much, Phil Jones, for winning it. Top 4, right? Is it top 4 or the FA Cup? Because that means there are Leicester City fans then. Okay. It's obvious JFF is probably messing up Ravel's accommodations and player selection as usual. So that's what you're taking away from that situation. People smash the like button. People get the like button up to 7. Get it to 70. 7 more. I want 7 more people to hit the like button. Just 7 more people. If you haven't touched the like button, people, smash the like button. It's not factual. It's just my opinion. Oh, has to be your opinion. Has to be your opinion. Jay anyway that sport. People smash the like button, people. I would really appreciate if you guys do get it up to 70 likes. Get the like button up to 70 people. Get it to 70. So people, that is the Ravel Morrison tweet. That is the Ravel Morrison tweet. For me, let me give you my fear. What is it?
No, I was just checking when the England squad is gonna be named.
Or to see the likes of the players that were linked with turn around and coming to us, right?
The only person that I'm not even gonna say I'm really looking. I think Holgate is basically out of the picture.
All right. So let me dissect the tweet. For me personally, I think Ravel, something is up between Ravel and the JFF. There's not much to see into it because there's no context to it. But we sure what we do now. We do know that these players, they love their social platforms and they use their social platforms to highlight their distress. And this is one aim taken at JFF from Ravel Morrison. He cannot be said any other way because he was the one who tweeted it. He put it on a big platform. He tweeted it on a massive platform. There's nothing much we can say or try to hush or cover it up. We cannot do that because the Twitter sphere has already seen that tweet. We are not coming on of the Gold Cup. I promise you that. We're not coming anything in the Gold Cup. We have to. Tapper's job is on the line, I believe. Sometimes these players are childish, unprofessional, from George Stone. Unprofessional, you can't keep blaming the JFF. Whew. So we can't keep blaming the JFF, but when we can obviously see that JFF is not doing enough, leave it alone, him remove it. You can't take back spoken words. Yeah, even if he removes it, he already said it. He maybe remove it because someone may have contacted him about it. So that's probably what led to him removing it. If we don't reach at least Gold Cup final, semi-finals, it's being generous. It should be at least final, then Tapper out.
But it's basically, the Gold Cup is set up for Jamaica now because Mexico and US and how it's set
not
up.
Using their big team.
Not using B team. Both of them gonna clash in the semi-final.
Can you imagine?
Unless both of them decide to come second in their group.
So, but can you imagine they really bring a second string team and we still can't win it? That would be poor from us.
Personally, to understand this, second stream doesn't mean there's no quality. Second stream players gonna come and play harder. They're gonna looking for basically to get in the first team. So that's a bigger danger.
Yeah. That's definitely a bigger danger. All right, people. Thank you very much, everyone who tuned in. Please, guys, smash the like button before you go, and look out for me. Thursday evening again. I'll be going live Thursday evening again at the same time, maybe a bit earlier because I know a lot of people want to go to their bed a bit early. But Thursday evening again, I'll be going live Thursday evening again. People, smash the like button before you go, and if you're watching on the rewatch, please. Don't bash me. People, you guys are coming at me left, right, and center. But anyways, I'm all for it. I serve in the military for long enough to can fight for myself. But thank you, Marlon, for coming on. Everyone, thank you for coming on, people. The big question is the JFF really doing enough or really serious about the Gold Cup and also the World Cup qualifiers? Are they making the respectful approach? Are they taking it as serious as us as fans? Or they are just in it to participate? That is the question, people. And give me your answer. Thank you very much, everyone who tuned in. Everyone, a lot of respect. God bless. Keep safe, people. And protect your family. Military Guna TV, people. You know what it is. Out.